Okay, so this was our first back-to-back cruise and was a bit of a bucket list thing for us. Ever since our first cruise, where we even realised it was a thing, we've wanted to do one. For those that don't know, back-to-back cruise is simply two cruises on the same ship, one after the other. So when everyone from the first part, which is the Transatlantic in this case, is getting off and more than likely ending their holiday, you get to stay on and carry on the journey. For us it was a bit extra special because the rest of our family were actually joining us for the European section of the cruise. They'd flown in from the UK to Barcelona and were boarding today before carrying on the rest of that journey with us. So the girls especially were looking forward to seeing grandparents and, my brother, their uncle and auntie. Now, with it being our first back-to-back, the most frequent question we sort of found ourselves asking on the build-up and even during the cruise itself was, how does the actual process work? Do we have to get off just to get back on again? Do you get to stay on throughout? Those type of things. So I figured put a video together of the process as we go through it and hopefully help others who may have similar questions. The day starts with breakfast in the dining room that you had your dinner at the night before, so for us this was Animated Palette. And of course you get to fill in those feedback slips to Disney. And usually at this point you would have had to have emptied your room completely the night before, carrying your luggage off with you to the restaurant. And once you've finished breakfast, you're very much encouraged to head directly off the ship really, because the reboarding process typically starts around late morning lunchtime, so the quicker everyone's off, the quicker we can start that process. After breakfast, those of us that were staying on and doing the back-to-back were asked to go to the Walt Disney Theatre and basically just wait there until the rest of the guests had completed the disembarkation process and they were certain everyone was off and that the only people left on board were those that were staying on, so to speak. And once everyone else was safely off the boat and cleared customs, we were led off the boat as well to the customs area. Welcome back. Oh, this was the port we got from the other day, wasn't it? I thought that walk down looked familiar. Yeah. Once disembarked, there was a short wait, maybe 20-30 minutes or so in the port, while all the customs official business was completed. And then basically we're allowed to recheck in. And the process was very similar to when you first board the ship in general. It was done based on Castaway Club status, so Pearl members were allowed to check in first, then Platinum, then Gold, and finally Silver. Yeah, so recheck-in's completed, so back to the waiting area now. And hopefully be getting back on board soon. To the ship. And then it was simply time just to walk back on the ship as if we'd never been off. I'd say the whole process from sort of finishing breakfast, going to the theatre to getting back on board took around about 2 hours. It wasn't too long, it went relatively quickly. And once back on board, you had full access to everywhere pretty much, apart from the shops which were closed with it being in port, but that's standard anyway. We could have gone in the pool if we wanted, and because we had full access to our room, so we could go back and get change of clothes if we wanted, so the pool was an option. We could have gone back up to Cabanas, which at this point had changed around for dinner, lunch. We could explore quite a strangely eerie and quiet ship, to be honest. For us though, we had family getting on in literally an hour or two, so we had a few bits and pieces we wanted to get ready and get done for them. So we headed off and did all of that, which is going to be in the next video, all being well.